On the West Coast, no two programs have rocked the establishment more than these two, and it's built a rivalry between them. It's been nasty at times. It's had its fair share of cheap shots and ruined seasons, all in the quest for the milk can. Valley Children's Stadium in Fresno, California. It's the Boise State Broncos and the Fresno State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Broncos head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. He'll bring it out. It's Goff. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
And I love linebackers, man. They just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. First run of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. So the Fresno State Bulldogs offense will now get its first chance with the football. And here comes Rayshon Luke. Last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory.
I got to tell you, I've been really impressed watching this team, and specifically the offense now during this win streak. And the biggest thing has been the running back and their ability toting the football. Physical, they're able to stay ahead of the sticks. Defenses just get worn down because of this guy and his physical style running the football, and I expect to see a little bit of that again today.
The hand to the running back.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He's going to run it. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. He gets a block. Wide open, and it's a foot race. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Back to pass, it's Madsen. They'll run the screen. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. From the gun, he'll try to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Tight end now in motion. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass. Unleashes to the end zone. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Boise State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
That's a nice job by the offense there in their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. That didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. Their defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. By the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Fresno State will have to punt it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The run inside. It's Riley. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago, where you're throwing the football because you're behind and you got beat down. Got to establish the line of scrimmage.
He's got him. No chance to run, but still a good gain. The Broncos in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back to throw, it's Madsen. Oh, they're after him. He's got it down the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. And the Broncos are flying down the field. Looking for a gap, it's Riley. Makes it past the marker. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on 1st down. This time he wants to throw. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Guys, they first played in 1977. They've had their battles in the WAC, the Mountain West, and here they are again today.
Yeah, they've changed conferences, and it's kind of an interesting rivalry, Palmer, because they don't play every year. But it's been kind of neutral the last 10 matchups, so good little rivalry, still budding, still blooming.
Yeah, it's a fun one to watch, David. This thing really kicked off back when Boise State joined the WAC, and that year they upset then number 8 Fresno State.
They got him, and down he goes, and what a huge sack that might have knocked him out of field goal range. The Broncos will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And nobody able to field that punt as it rolls out of bounds. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Motion from the wideout. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Martin will throw it. Unloads it left. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
On third down, he drops to throw. He'll heave it deep. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. He's going to fire deep. Hits him inside the 20, still going. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Offense in a bunch formation. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Looking for the goal line. Give him 6. Touchdown, Broncos! Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
Number 35, set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Using the quick game. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. Fresno State will have to punt. Now on the return. He's got great speed. There he goes. Open it up. Touchdown, Broncos. Special teams coming through, the third aspect of the game, delivering big time. No mid-season doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. He did that one all by himself. Make a few guys miss, turn on the afterburners, and boom, everybody's toast.
And that's why you got him back deep, because that guy can do that. You got to be explosive and quick and have good vision, and you see all those things on one punt return. Takes it back to the house, makes people miss, turn it on the gas. Great job, great return.
Martin back to pass. Gets it to the back. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
And, man, you got to love that from your corner. Willing to pull the trigger right away. Obviously, the running back slips out of the backfield. They throw him the football, but he doesn't waste any time. He doesn't hesitate, pulls the trigger, runs at him, makes the nice tackle, and gets the stop.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Books it all the way in, and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. Caught over the middle. It's Bates.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Looking to throw for it. Bringing the heat. That's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. If this were a wider field, like maybe in Canada or something, that might have been a turnover.
And they could have turned it into a rouge, eh? I mean, this was a great chance by the defense here. I just love the fact that they are flying around and trying to dislodge the football from these ball carriers.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Using his legs, it's Riley. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those 3rd downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. The play action fake. Here comes the heat. Still looking for a man. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Just a gain of 2, and now they're looking at 3rd and 8.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Good timing on the quick out. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Broncos go back to work after moving the chains through the air. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Intercepted and room to run. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. Trying the left side. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Sends it back in motion. Martin will throw it. Snagged out of the air. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on third down. Slings it downfield. Finds a man in the middle. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Throwing right. Fires it incomplete.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Working that left side now. Now Fresno State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll try to do it himself. And slides a little early and short, and now it's going to be fourth down. And now the Broncos call their first of 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the... Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Zings it complete to the right. Looking for room at the 40. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. To the air on first down. Fires left. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off inside the 45. He slides past the first down marker, and he'll convert that third and long. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Running inside. It's Riley. Open space at the 25. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout, 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. He splits the uprights, and that lead grows even bigger. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He'll try to get to the marker himself. That defensive front just flat whipped him as they knock him down for a big loss. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. The run inside. It's Riley. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
And the Broncos line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. And here comes the punt team. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Grab behind the line. It's McClain. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Rushes on him. Oh, it's a fumble. And they are fortunate to avoid the turnover as the fumble goes out of bounds.
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, they'll try the middle. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. 2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. 2nd half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Fresno State will have to punt it away. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6th time tonight. And they'll just down it right there.
Nice job. A little hang time, getting it up in the air. It's coming inside the 10. That thing goes inside the 5-yard line. That is exactly how you draw it up.
Gets him away from trouble. That's a pickup of 6. Mark it at the 10. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Caught in the backfield. It's Ford. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
They believe in that running game. Got 6 before he stopped at the 23. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Dropping back, it's Madsen. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Pressure coming. It's complete. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. The Broncos are moving quickly down the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
They'll go right back to the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He slides and gets the first down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Picked up 4 yards, now looking at 3rd and 6. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Floats it out in space. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. To the ground, he's got it again. Maybe a crease. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0. And the extra point is good. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Now they'll run the draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Personal foul.
I'm not sure he knew he had the face mask there, tried to let it go in time, but couldn't. It's a penalty on the defense. And it'll be first down for this offense after the personal foul. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football, and they have been able to shut him down.
Martin back to pass. Under fire. And it's a sack.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Sends it downfield. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down.
I'll tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Riley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is four-down territory. Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just keep slinging it. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll move the tight end. Dropping back, it's Madsen. Swings it out to the flat. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, wreck.
There he goes. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. That's the type of explosive play you love to start a drive with. First down from the 42. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start of offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. First and 15 here. Looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Gives it to the back on the draw. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Martin will throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense. Fresno State will have to punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Pulls it on the option. And he'll be hit immediately. No gain on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
So Boise State takes down Fresno State, and these two often use each other as a measuring stick. That's how rivalries are born, and this one certainly delivered. That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Paul.